Hello, everyone. Today is Sunday, April 26, 2020. I got very little sleep last night. Um, it's light outside, and I think it gets light around 5:30 now. So it so it gets in like it gets probably so it's like a little bit after 6 o'clock right now. When I first got here to Pensacola last year, April 30th will be my a year since I've been here. It's been like a long year. So 4 days away from uh, the first day I moved up here. And I remember the sun would come out at 5:12 in the morning. But then in February in Los Angeles, California, around that same time in the morning, the sun would come up. It's different. In Greenville, South Carolina, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Virginia, it would get dark outside in the summer. Like the sun would set at like 9:30 at night. But that would still be daytime over those places. But I remember in New York City in the winter, it would be dark at 4:30 p.m. in New York City. Yeah. I don't know if I ever get to experience New York City again, but I hope not in the winter. But those people are brutal out there. Everybody wants to kill you out in New York. But I just miss the subway trains and the Jamaican beef patties, and the Mexican popsicles. And yeah, other than that, New York food was pretty much nasty. But I'm just I see it's I just couldn't sleep last night I watched the documentary Out of Shadows, and I don't see like when I watched it, I don't see how some people could say that they watched it and they didn't agree with everything that was being said. From what I feel and what I've experienced and what I've researched, everything they say is pretty truthful and accurate. I mean, from what I researched, you know, and I'm glad they're getting it out there. And they were saying that there's supposedly going to be a part 2 of that documentary. I'm looking forward to part 2. I mean, everybody was saying it's urgent to watch. Look at that. Just wow, right on time. The moment I start speaking about Out of Shadow, I mean, all that other miscellaneous stuff I was talking about, everything was fine. But the moment I mentioned Out of Shadows, there's a perp who used the noise harassment with revving up the motorcycle. Well, I'll say that the wrong car got its windows busted and the tires slashed around the corner. Well, the next building over in this complex, there was a Hyundai Sonata, looked like about a 2011 model. It was a gray Hyundai Sonata. The windows got busted out the car, and the tire slashed. Um, Dog, the people who really need their windows busted out their car and who really need their tires slashed, those are the bastards running free, you know. Like, I wonder, I don't know about gang stalking perps, but narcissistic abusers or sociopaths or scam artists, you ever wonder, it seem like as if they're invincible, nothing happens to them? Nothing. And then people be like, "You're wrong for wishing bad on them." Well, they can wish bad on you though, and tell you what you deserve to happen to you. But you know, it's like the bastard that drives the Kia Soul, that blares his loud music all the time. You know, it seemed like it was before 5 o'clock this morning. I heard him. You know, like, how do people not complain about him? I mean, he does not run shit up in here, you know. Neither do I. But dog, um, I'm just helping her out, you know, and I can't perform properly to do any daily activity if I deprived of sleep. If I have to be randomly woke up at a certain time of the morning or night because you just want to be a selfish idiot. You know, they call it noise terrorists when they wait till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and blast the music or rev up their vehicles. You know, when I had the person in the neighborhood in Jefferson, Louisiana, as part of New Orleans, I call him Ted Vicious. You know, YouTube deleted that video for no reason. They didn't even have a reason to delete that video of me exposing him. They didn't give me an infraction or anything. They just deleted the doggone video and made it like as if the video didn't upload properly or something. So, it seems like you can't even expose the smallest of evil of your next door neighbor. YouTube will get you. So, but yeah, that guy with the doggone noise with the Kia Soul, nobody's confronting him, nobody's gonna do anything to him. But that other vehicle is innocent, and their vehicle was vandalized, you know. So that makes me think of my sister, that retard Ramona, who I call Man Dyke Special Tardster. You know, and she talk like a man, and she acts hard. My twin sister even tried to say that Ramona has mannish ways. Well, I mean, my twin sister, she's a hardcore Butch Man Dyke herself, you know. But then my twin sister acting like she felt bad that I seemed the most feminine out of all the females, like us sisters and the biological mom, Frances, you know. So it's like I was wondering how my sister Ramona screws over so many. I ain't the only one. She even took advantage of my Aunt Carolyn, who they try to say that's not my aunt, because that's the biological dad, Arthur's sister. But you know, she even took advantage of her with the phone. And she screws over, just takes advantage of people. And nobody ever went to try to retaliate against her. She just keep getting away with abusing people and taking advantage of people. And she stays on the run. I mean, one time well, she almost got in trouble, but she had a warrant out for her arrest in Denton, Texas for stealing money, 60 something dollars out of a white lady's purse. And she had, if it weren't for her to move back to New Orleans, she would have been sitting in jail. And I can name other instances where people have just constantly, the same scam artist, con artist, scam artist, who goes around, and there'll be a lot of black people who do this, who go around just fucking over people, scamming people, taking advantage, and nothing ever, no, like they never get, you never hear stories about them, just nothing happening to them, like they never get beat up, and if you do get into a fight with them, they fight worse than a man, the females, that fight worse than a man and beat men up, and it's like they're undefeated. And they'll run and you can't catch them. They could be fat like Big Mama from Big Mama's house, big that kind of fat, and can run fast, and you can't catch them. And they move quick, and they just go around to the next city and state, constantly scamming people and getting away with getting over on people. And you wonder how the hell nothing ever happens to them. So, and those are the same people who play psych games and gaslight you and just keep running on. But then it's the more so innocent people who you always hear get shot and killed, or the innocent people be the victim of the crime and be told that they deserve it because they were stupid and they were at the wrong place at the wrong time and stuff like that, which I don't agree with that. If you're innocent and you've done nothing, then you're not at fault, So I guess I'm done with this topic, and I'll see you later. Bye.